It's really sad to see an azure blue Mach 1 like this being parted out instead of fixed. I can tell that the damage was pretty extensive in some parts of the vehicle, and I know that it would take a lot to get it back painted and fixed and everything, but there are people who are really good and who could fix this, who have shops and body shops and things that could do well. The back bumper was crunched in pretty bad, but this quarter panel damage is definitely the worst of it. This is where it makes the car really hard to save. The door doesn't line up anymore, the trunk lid doesn't line up anymore, and quarter panels like this have to be completely cut off, and it's actually a pretty bad situation when you get the quarter panel crunch like that. So is the car worth saving? To the right people, I think so. I think later down the road people will wish that this car was saved. I think people will save cars that are in worse condition than this one. It's really sad to see though, and the rest of the car looked really nice. It is interesting to see that this car was signed by Scott Hogue in April 16th of 2004. So that's right when the Mach 1s were being sold, and this was a 2003 Mach 1, and so whoever had it had taken it to a show or something, I'm sure, where they saw Scott and had him sign it. Scott Hogue helped develop the Bullet and the Mach 1 Mustang, and I do see his signatures appear on Bullet Mustangs and Mach 1s once in a while, but it's kind of interesting to see. So here's the C-pillars and glass. Those are specific to the Mach 1 and the Bullet. But take a close look at the glass on these two different glass panes, because you will see the difference between a Mach 1 glass back window and a normal New Edge Mustang back glass window. The one on the left is correct, the one on the right is not correct. You can see how the black texture in the glass does not form the shape that would be the correct angle for the C-pillar. If you look at the other one on the left, you'll see how it should be, and the one on the right has more clear in it than it does have the black squared off area around the actual window. So that is an example right there of how the Mach 1 glass is specific to the Mach 1. So somebody had changed that before, because if you look at this picture of the car, well, it's still on the car, you can see it's totally wrong. You can see the angle of the C-pillar is totally different than the glass. The glass does not follow those angles on the black area. Some really nice azure blue fenders. The bumper was pretty nasty looking, had chunks of paint missing everywhere, but the seats were really nice. And here's another picture of the seats out of the car. Look how beautiful those are. Of course they wear on the bolster a little bit there as usual. But those seats actually look incredible for 120,000 miles. That's about what this car has on it, according to what he said about the engine. He said that the engine has 120,000 miles on it. So looking at the rest of the car, it was in really good shape. It wasn't super low miles, but it was still a nice car. So it's really sad to see this car getting parted out. Maybe it's one that should be because of how extensive the damage is. But I think some people would have tried to fix it, and they could probably still drive it the way it was. When you add up all the cost for everything that they're asking to part the car out, it comes up to over $5,000. About $5,200 is what I added up everything to be. The car with a salvage title might be worth that. Obviously, cars are always worth a little bit more in parts than they are as a whole, especially in this case with a Mach 1 or a Terminator. The cars are, their parts are becoming so expensive that people choose to part them out. So it's actually kind of sad, because people would rather get the money out of it than try to save the car. Some people don't care, they just want their money. So some people buy these cars wrecked like this because they know they can make money off of them. So it's kind of sad to see. So let me know what you think. Should this car have been parted out, or do you think this one should have been saved? Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate all the support and comments you make. I have a lot of people tell me they enjoy these videos. And so please like the video and let other people know that it's a good video. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already on here with us. And thanks for watching.